Classroom management is a very important factor in the success of any formal type of learning, because in effect it helps to engage the pupils, and if your pupils or your children are engaged in your lessons and the material that you are using to teach them, they will be able to concentrate better, take in what they are being taught, and ultimately be able to improve their level of English. If you are a parent teaching your child outside of a traditional classroom, then effective classroom management is even more important, as there are likely to be more everyday distractions around your children than there would probably be in a classroom. That said, it is also likely that you will only be teaching to a relatively small group of children, which means that it should be easier to give more attention to each individual child and also better structure lesson plans to meet each child's particular level of English. Effective classroom management is made up from a number of factors, such as how the children are behaving themselves, how well they work together as a group, and of course how effective your discipline is, whether as a teacher or a parent. Maintaining classroom discipline is essential before you can even begin to effectively teach the children English. In order to achieve any type of classroom discipline, you must establish a basic set of rules for all the children to follow. These rules do not have to be complicated. In fact, the more simple they are, the better, and you should try and only have a few rules. 4 or 5 should be sufficient. You can have rules such as no talking when mummy, teacher, is talking to us. No talking when one of the other children is talking to the class. You must put up your hand to ask a question. Do not mock or laugh at other children's answers. These are just some examples, and for younger children you may even want to incorporate a system such as the ball system, whereby the children are allowed to talk when they have been passed a soft ball, which acts as a symbol that they have the attention of the entire class. A really good idea when setting the rules is for the children to actually set the rules themselves. Under your guidance and direction, of course, but if you get the children's buy-in at the rule-making stage, then you have a much, much better chance that the children won't break the rules. One particular non-behaviour type rule, which you may want to think about incorporating into your set of rules, because of its relevance to teaching English, is the I am only allowed to talk in English once the lesson has started rule. Again, when teaching young children, you may want to embellish this rule somewhat by making it so that part of the beginning of every lesson you and the children strap yourself into a plane, take off down the runway and fly off to an English-speaking country where we now sort of have to only speak English, as no one will understand us otherwise. Of course, rules are made to be broken, especially rules that do not specifically cover the good behaviour of your children. So you should try and be flexible here. Keep calm. Do not under any circumstances get angry. And always remember that the aim is not only that your children are learning English, but that they are having fun while learning English. Because in the long run, if they are enjoying learning, then that is half the battle already won. And we shall look at this in more detail in the next lecture. Thank you for listening.